Hey everybody, this is Beekeeper Brandon. Just wanted to show you guys what I'm up to today on this 90-degree day here in Detroit. For those of you who don't know, I live in Southeast Michigan. Lived here for about 4 years. I'm originally from California. Beekeeping is quite a bit different here. Didn't have to deal with winter back there, but anyways, today I'm actually wax dipping hives. So I've got a mix here of microcrystalline and paraffin wax, and what we do here is I raise mine up to about 250-260 degrees. Sometimes it goes a little higher. I try not to go too high, and we boil our woodenware. So instead of painting hives, and waiting for them to dry, and sometimes they still tend to kind of pull apart over time and rot on the edges or on the corners, and I painted some hives that are 3 years old, and now they're almost, you can see the black on the end grain on the sides where the joints come together, where it's already starting to rot. And anyways, so I decided to go ahead and invest in this tank earlier this year and finally put it to use. So right now I've got some boxes that I'm dipping for another beekeeper. But essentially what I'm doing is, like I said, I raise the temperature of this wax. This is a stainless steel tank here, but I'm raising it up to about 250-260 degrees, and then you're essentially boiling your woodenware in it. And what that does is it boils out the moisture that's still in the wood, and it replaces the moisture with paraffin wax. So if you were to actually cut one of these boxes open, you could actually see how far the wax has soaked into the wood. And if you boil it long enough, 15 minutes or so, you'll get it almost all the way through, and that in itself is enough to stop moisture from soaking into that wood and over time causing rot damage and essentially wasting your money on the equipment that can, when dipped properly, last 15-20 years. But I've heard of it lasting longer. I don't know. I'm going to find out, hopefully. But the idea is essentially to make your equipment last longer. If you can make every box last twice, 3 times longer than what most do now painted, then you're already saving a lot of money in the long run. So if you're on a budget, probably a smart way to go. But anyways, let me show you what I'm doing here. I'll bring you guys in a little closer. So basically, as you can see, I've got some weights on top, some boxes that kind of just hold the wood. You can see it down there boiling away. These ones right here, they're actually dry. They're ready to go. So when you see them, they have no, you don't have any wax. There's no wax that comes off of these. When done right, you're left with clean wood, and whatever wax was bubbling on the outside will actually get soaked up into the wood. So anyways, that's the process, guys. I'll check in with some longer videos on how to do this down the road. This is my first time doing it myself on this equipment, so check back here in a couple of weeks. We'll see how I can do. Wish me luck.